This video is going to cover how to do some photo retouching, things like the healing brush tool, um, those sorts of little guys. All right, so I'm going to zoom in so we can see this. And say, for example, if we wanted to remove some wrinkles, right here where it's puckering a little bit in this package, or maybe we wanted to, maybe instead of this 12 ounce, maybe that's actually like a blemish on the package. I'm going to show you kind of best practices of removing those things. There's a couple of things that you can do. You can do content aware, which this would actually work really well with content aware. And you can do the healing brush tool. So I'm going to show you two different ways. I'm going to grab my lasso tool. And for this, I'm going to use content aware. And content aware is going to work like I'm going to just have this be hidden by the content aware. So I'm going to go to edit. Let's see, looking for, whoops. It only works if you're in the right layer, by the way. I'm in the wrong layer. So I'm going to make sure that I'm on my coffee bag here. I'm going to select that. All right, now I'm going to go up to edit. Fill. There we go. Perfect. If you're not seeing what you think you're seeing, that you should be seeing, you're probably in the wrong layer. All right, so I'm going to go to edit, fill. And then here, I'm just going to say content aware. And these basic settings should work well for what I need. Say OK. And boom, so that disappears. All right, so things about content aware. You want to make sure that you have a large surface area around whatever it is, because the way this works is content aware guesses what is around it. So because I had a large white area of this bag, it actually just healed that for me. And it didn't leave anything funky. But if there are things close together, so I'm going to show you a bad example of content aware. I'm going to grab this, and it's probably going to do something funky. All right, so you see how it grabbed the letters? So it is going to grab whatever is close to it. So you want to make sure if you're using content aware that you've got a large area for Photoshop to sample from. Let's see what it does for this. I'm just curious. I'm going to edit. So maybe this is a blemish or a glue mark that you want to get out. Content aware. Oh, actually worked really well for that too. Okay, so now I'm going to show you, so that was fill content aware. You just want to make a selection and it will edit out whatever you don't want. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use our healing brush. You can also use your clone stamp tool for these type of things. I'm going to do spot healing. All right, got my brush there. I'm going to zoom in, okay, and so I'm going to get just a couple of these little puckers here. So I'm going to hover, and so the way that works, I'm going to do that again. So with the spot healing, it just guesses on what you want to see, how that tooltip is showing you there. And these things will, if you hover over them, it will show you what it does. So it's just going to remove little blemishes and marks, so glue marks, scratches. This would be great for that. And you want to do little short passes. You don't want to do big long passes. So that should work for that. I'm going to use it kind of up here too in a couple of places. Get this little bend there. Awesome. So what we're doing is we're just going in and really fine tuning and retouching. So again, if you have something that you want to heal or Photoshop out, content aware, the healing tool, and the spot healing tool, you can actually use that as well, but that tells you what specifically to sample, or not the spot healing, my bad, the regular healing brush. So the way the regular healing brush works is you actually have to tell it the area that you want to sample. So if you want to heal this, so I'm going to say, hey, this is my area that I'm sampling from, and you have to hit option and click the area there and it will sample. And I'm just going to paint that in. So it will start to resample. So you have to, as you're doing this, you have to keep hitting Alt so that it Alt click on the area that you want it to sample, or else it'll start to look kind of funky. But that is the two different functions of those. So that is content aware. and the healing brush tool. So I'm actually going to go do one more demo here of healing brush. Say if I want to take out this 2019. And so it started, you saw it started to do something weird there. It's going to sample whatever's close to it. So with these things, you want to make sure that you're very careful about what you select that's close to it. All right. So there you go.